All right, so I'm sure some of you guys have already seen my tweets, my posts on YouTube and in Discord talking about this, but I wanted to kind of just go through all of the facts and the details that are going on right now. So, if you are unaware, basically one of my videos got copyright striked, which was my montage where I used Dash Bow. And in this, I was assuming at first, oh shit, did I, accidentally leave some copyrighted music? Maybe the one that I used wasn't right, or what's happening here. My assumption was something around the music because the footage is purely just me playing the finals, and that's what most of the footage is. I skimmed through it, and the only song that I actually used was an official finals song. It's one that you would listen to in the main menu of the game. So obviously I'm like, okay, well, maybe Embark changed something. Let me go and contact Embark and see what's wrong. They said, no, you are completely allowed to use our music. There is no restrictions around that. And being the fact that I am a partner with Embark, my assumption is if there was some sort of issue, they would contact me directly instead of just copy striking my video. Now, as you'll see here, the content was removed by Entertainment Software Association. When I looked up this brand and tried to figure out what was going on, from what I saw online, it seems that when they do copy strike a channel, it basically is around Nintendo and people using ROMs and torrenting games. Now, I mean, you guys know the finals is not only a free-to-play game, but I am a partner with the brand, so that doesn't really make sense. So I was thinking, okay, well, maybe it has something to do with the music. But again, like I said, I contacted Embark and they said, no, it's completely fine to use the music. So again, I was just so confused. I'm like, nothing here is adding up. So obviously I go ahead and I try to reach out to Team YouTube, along with trying to reach out to the copyright email of YouTube. Unfortunately, that is not really going anywhere. And I obviously contacted the complainant themselves because that is basically what YouTube tells me, is they say, here is the email that you can go and contact them. So I go ahead and I copy and paste their email. And interestingly enough, the email doesn't really seem to have any affiliation with the company it's claiming to be. So ESA has nothing to do with this Internet Enforcement Legal Mark Scan. And a lot of times when I was looking up Mark Scan, from what I gathered and from what other people have told me, it seems to be this security or internet protection thing in India that doesn't really have any relation or connection to the finals, to their music. So I'm still completely just baffled here. And a lot of the times when I did look up this brand online, a lot of people were basically just claiming that it is a scam, that they are trying to fish and extort people for money. And oftentimes I saw people say that they didn't even get a response. Well, I got a response in my email, and this absolutely shocked me. I swear I was like, I don't know if this was like an April Fool's prank, if I'm having a fever dream, but this just feels so absurd to me. So basically, I reach out basically asking, hey, I want to know what part of my video was copyrighted or what the issue was. I explain what the video is and give them a link. Their response was, I'm really sorry, but someone paid me to delete your channel. I said, by who? And at this point, I'm already like, what is going on? Like, clearly that's not allowed. You can't just go ahead and copyright strike someone just because you got paid to do it. So clearly this is, a phishing tactic where they basically are making this claim that, oh, we're getting paid to do this in order to encourage me to pay money. And they said, I can't reveal. They paid me $600 to delete your channel. That is $200 for one report. And I said, this is my livelihood. Please stop. And they said, here's a deal. Let's make a deal. I'll be your channel's advocate. I'll cancel the partnership and withdraw the complaint. And you'll pay me $200 settlement. So here's the part of the scam. It's basically just a phishing tactic. But my confusion here is how the hell were they able to make some sort of claim? Like, what do they have? The footage is just me playing the finals with music from the game itself. So there's no connection here. ESA has no connection to this. This Mark Scan has no connection to this. And the email itself is literally just admitting that they're doing it just because someone paid them, which is obviously not true, but I digress. So I go ahead and I post this on X, trying to get some sort of attention from YouTube. And I've been trying to spread this around because from what I've seen, this seems to be the best way to get a response and get some sort of involvement from YouTube themselves. So I had mentioned this to them, hoping to get a response. And during that, I had actually responded to these people again, basically saying, I'm not interested in paying you guys. I would rather just go through the proper legal course and counter this claim. They ended up responding, "Please no, I will stop." I don't even know how to take this. Like from here, all I did was just report the email as a phishing scam email. And I have since tried to contact again YouTube. And after showing them these emails, the fact that this is the email that they provided me in order to deal with this solution, they had said this in response. "We look into misuse of our copyright tools and web forms to prevent abuse. That's why creators have the option to submit a dispute." More on the recently shared article. "Also, we don't mediate on copyright disputes. This has to be resolved between you and the claimant. Appreciate your understanding." I mean, what do they want me to what do they want me to do here? I have to resolve this with someone who's trying to extort me for money? That's their response? So all I've done now is basically I've just gone through the normal action of filing a counterclaim to this, and I've filled my explanation. I have forwarded this email that they sent to the copyright email at YouTube themselves, and I've tried to get in contact with a lot of people. Luckily, there are a lot of awesome people in the community that have been trying to help out, so I'm hoping that this gets resolved. But I'm just baffled by not only YouTube's response to this, but the fact that this even went through. How does a video of just me playing with a bow end up getting copyright strike? Like, this has got to be the clearest thing that you can see. Like, there is no debating that this is clearly just a phishing scam. So how did this even go through? I mean, I've definitely heard a lot of complaints about the copyright system that YouTube has, and now I'm obviously experiencing it myself, and I'm just baffled by it. I truly am baffled by it. The fact that there is so much proof and evidence that I am, willing to share with YouTube anything that they want. I just want to get this dealt with is just absurd to me. So I'm just going to go through the normal legal process that I have to in order to get this resolved, because obviously one strike on one video isn't the end of the world. Obviously, this does hit my income quite a bit, and this is my livelihood, so it really does suck when stuff like this happens. My biggest concern is obviously if they're able to get away with this, if they can do this another 2 times, this could be just the end of my career. And obviously I don't want that to happen. So I just have to do what I have to do. And it really is unfortunate. If any of you guys are able to contact anybody at YouTube, if you guys can get me a hold of anybody on the support team, I'd be happy to provide them any information that they need in order to get this dealt with. Obviously, this is just a really weird situation. So your support honestly means a lot. I will update you guys as soon as anything happens or when I know anything. As far as YouTube goes, all I've gotten is basically some AI responses like that just kind of give me some generic, oh, go to this link and check what copyright means and blah, blah, blah. Even when I'm showing them, the blatant phishing email responses. So hopefully I can get a hold of a human at YouTube at some point and we can get this resolved. So yeah, just wanted to share the drama. I'm sure some of you guys were kind of curious about this. It really sucks that I have to deal with this, and hopefully we can get back to normal videos in the future. But yeah, that's all. See ya.